Hey Cancer, welcome to your monthly reading for March. I am Charlene, Lizette. Let's dive in and see what's going on for you. We're going to pull out 3 cards for career and finances, 3 cards for general overall energy, and 3 cards for love and romance. As you can tell, my voice is slowly but surely coming back, okay? Ooh, how interesting, Cancer. We've got the 9 of Swords, the Devil, and the Knight of Wands for your career and your finances. 9 of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the 3 of Swords for general overall energy. Let's dive into love and romance. Justice, cause and effect, 3 of Cups. Okay. Oh. We're going to leave it like, ooh. Oh, sorry, I'm just being ridiculous now. Do you see that? It's crooked, right? It's crooked. Sorry. You just met a side. You just met. Am I going crazy or is this crooked? Nothing drives me more insane than things that are crooked. I just want you guys to know that. Okay. Yes, I have a thing. Let's dive in more to your cards. We're going to pull out a lot of oracles, and then we're going to dive into your love reading at the very end. The amulet you got this week is High Priestess. High Priestess is you. It's you and Pisces. High Priestess is all about tuning into your intuition, your psychic abilities. Okay. Oops. Sorry. I just realized I may have been tapping the mic a little bit there. Didn't mean to do that. What'd you get? Cracked open. Yeah. Look. Remember that one time where I cried on camera? I'm not going to cry today because honestly, I don't have tears left inside of me. The amount of tears that I've cried over the last little bit with Willow's passing have left me rather tearless. But there's big energy here for you for the month of March. I think with Pisces season, Pisces being, your sister sign, there's things that are happening. There's things that are changing. I almost want to say maturity, but there's revelations above all that. Revelations around why you're not stepping into your soul purpose. Revelations around why you stop yourself from pursuing the things that bring you joy and true happiness because you can't logicify the way to, that's right, I made that word up. If you find it, make sure they credit me, okay? When the dictionary puts it in there. You try and logicify some things instead of following your intuition and your emotions through and through. You are so psychic, so in tune, so connected to source, to the universe, to like everything around you, that if you took a moment to like listen, God would, I should say, if you took a moment to listen, the pathway would open for you that God has laid in front of you. However, I think sometimes you get a little bit worked up in your mind, up in your head, trying to logicify, trying to make things make sense. Like, I don't see the way forward, Charlene. I don't see how I'm going to make money doing this. I promise you, the minute that you tune in and listen, the minute that you open yourself up, the minute that you give yourself space to be unequivocally, things change. Things change drastically. In your career and your finances this month, you are recognizing and realizing how you have been chained to this idea, this notion of how you feel like you need to be rather than being who you are. And I think, oh, there we go. Here we go. Some of you may be crying as I said that because haven't had the sniffles. All of a sudden, sniffle. Pallas Athene, inner wisdom. Yeah, I think you're really opening up. I think you're seeing now. Seeing differently, seeing a new perspective, seeing a new path. Maybe even this conversation that we're having right now, right? Like if you and I were sitting down having a little mocktail, a little tea, grabbing a drinky drinks. I don't do alcohol really, so it would have to be non-alcoholic for me. But you do you, boo. I don't judge. I think you'd realize one thing, and that is that for a long time you allowed your perception, you allowed other people's perception to be your perception. And what you've done instead this month, or what you will do instead this month, is recognize and realize where you got to free yourself from that. Free yourself from the shackles, free yourself from the chains, and fucking with fire, with passion, with vigor, go after your desires. Go after what brings you joy, what brings you happiness, what brings you peace. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Yeah. I think maybe for some of you, I'm going to tell you a little story. I feel like I've told you this before, but we're friends. Come. A long time ago, your girlfriend here knew that she needed to be on TV in front of the camera. And I was terrified of it. How, what, when, where, who, no one's going to accept me, blah, 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 all this stupid shit, right? That other people tell you. And then I continued to follow a path that wasn't for me, that wasn't meant to serve me, that wasn't for my highest good, career-wise, financially. And then Source was like, you're not listening. You're not listening, Charlene. You're not listening to the fact that you got to step into your soul's purpose. And so the universe was like, tower moment. The tower's not here, so I don't think you're gonna have a like literal tower moment. But I think where we're similar and obviously different, because we're each going through our own journey, and each of you is going through your own journey. Where the similarities, we could say, exist is that you're being cracked open. Where Source is going, look at all these things that aren't working out for you. Like, how many more times are you gonna try and put a square into a circle? A square peg into a circle. Like, how many more times? How many more times, Cancer? No more, no more. You're done. Nine of Pentacles, King of Wands, Three of Swords. You're realizing and recognizing that, I don't know, it almost makes me feel like money issues. Honestly, it makes me feel like you know your path and you know your prosperity potential, but you're like, Charlene, how do I go from where I'm at right now to where I want to be? How do I take my ideas? How do I take my vision? How do I take this stuff into where I want it to be? I don't know how to do that, Charlene. I don't know how to make it happen. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't like how. You take your prosperity potential, you make a plan, you release the money blocks. Bingo bango, that's a recipe, baby. And I share the entire recipe over my Money Magnet workshop. And if you took it, drop it in the comments and let people know how it's transformed your life, because I know there was a couple of Cancers in there. Look, at the end of the day, every single one of you has unique gifts. You have what's called your prosperity potential, and you have what's called the astrology prosperity keys. This means that God, Source, you, your highest self, have these special, unique things that even if somebody has the exact same astrological footprint as you, they will not have the same unique path, the soul purpose, your gifts, right? The minute you take your gifts, the minute you acknowledge your gifts, you recognize your gifts, you start seeing how you can make money off it. A lot of people are like, Charlene, I don't see how it's possible. I don't see how it's possible. Like my brother, I was talking to him. He's a Cancer rising. Doesn't really believe in this shit. Weird, right? But anyways, I was talking to him, and I was showing him his prosperity potential, and he's like, oh wow, I could see myself being a poet, but how would a poet make money? Do you see that? Like, how? Sometimes we got to let go of the how, and we got to start planning. We got to start removing the money blocks. It's not about how you make money doing what you love, what your prosperity potential is, what your prosperity keys are. It's about releasing the money block, and the how opens itself up for you through planning, through activation, through all these things, right? This month is a month of judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique paths and challenges. See, I think for a lot of you, you're wrecking. And the Empress at the bottom here, that sounded like my grandma. 9 of Wands, yeah, 10 of Pentacles. You're literally blocking your own abundance. You're blocking your own abundance. You're blocking it. Why? Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. This month, you stop it. The High Priestess here telling you to tune into your intuition. Trust Source. What if you turn around and said, Jesus, take the wheel? But like literally actually meant it. Jesus, take the damn wheel. Please show me the path forward. Do you know I did that the other day? I'm going to tell you something. I did that the other day. The other day I was struggling with something. Well, struggling is the wrong word. I was percolating over something. It was in my mind. I'm going to move it to your love reading now, by the way. And I couldn't figure it out. I was getting anxious. And what I tend to do is I tend to try and strategize. I like to logicify things myself. And then I was like, I need to stop this. This is overanalysis paralysis. And I kept getting like the 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords when I was pulling out cards. And then the 4 of Swords, like God was like, you need to stop. You need to give your mind a rest, relax. Went to sleep, and I literally prayed before going to bed. And I was like, God, show me the way forward. God, show me the path forward. Show me what I'm supposed to do. Show me the steps I'm guided to take. Show me what I'm supposed to do here to like release myself of this thing. Like, what is the lesson? What am I supposed to do? Next day, guess what? I woke up and God was like, And it wasn't that God just showed me the path. It was that the path was there all along. Is that I wasn't listening because I was too much in my head. That's the message for you here. Get out of your head. Keep an open mind. Love yourself first. Separation. Pay attention to the red flags. Justice, 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. See, something's going on here in your love life, a recognition, a realization, perhaps that a codependency maybe, or a need for somebody to be the leader in the relationship that's not you. And I'm not saying that you have to be the leader, but it's almost like you depend on somebody to show you the way of how you need to be, but you need to understand how you need to be, not your partners. I think you might have to repeat that. I might have to repeat it too. Like you might have to rewind and I'll have to repeat it. Your partners don't show you who you need to be. You are who you need to be. So relying on your partners to show you who you need to be is a codependency. Somebody quote that shit. Keep an open mind here. Your soul may be different than usual type and expectations. Yeah, Ace of Wands, Nine of Cups here. I think a revelation here is coming through around who you have picked as your potential partner, or who you wanted as your potential partner versus who you needed to have, or who would best suit you. Almost like the ego is making the decisions rather than the higher self. Love yourself first. Eight of Cups, the Hanged Man. Yeah. Potentially finding yourself in the situation where you're like, wow, I need to break up with this person, but I love this person, but I need to break up with them. Four of Cups, separation. Yeah, Two of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Realizing that your heart's been somewhere else the whole time. Heavy. Pay attention to the red flags. It's okay though, Cancer, right? This is how we grow. This is how we evolve. And this month you're going to be very, very psychic, more than you typically are. So listen during Pisces season. God is showing you the way forward, Cancer. I'm going to pop this video here to help you out. And if you want to work together with me, take my Money Magnet workshop or any of my other courses, it's in the description box below. Thank you so much for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes. We will see you later, alligators. Peace out.